Today, I'm confronting not just the mess in my closets, but the habits that led me here. As I was sifting through all of this stuff, I actually became paralyzed with guilt and shame of my impulse buying and hoarding tendencies. I started to see the true cost of my actions and how all of this was affecting my life. I'm determined to break free from the cycle of impulse buying and hoarding, reclaiming not just my physical space, but my time, my money, and my peace of mind. I want to live a life where my possessions serve me instead of burdening me.
Don't need someone to save me, no, and don't come running to blame me. From miles away I can tell that something's off. The way you look and how you pause when you talk, I think you're setting us. You said you love for me something brand new. You said this is something you would never do. Here we are in your car. Let me see who you are, who you really are. Yeah. Don't need you here to say you're sorry, 'cause if you're gonna leave me, then just do it. Don't take it slow, don't be gentle. No, I just gotta know, if you're gonna leave me, then just do it. Let's be honest for a second. Yeah, you're being over your head, babe. 'Cause there is no one other than me that can make you feel the way you feel when I hold you. I think I said enough. You said you love for me something brand new. You said this is something you would never do. Here we are in your car. Let me see who you are, who you really are. Yeah, don't need you here to say you're sorry, 'cause if you're gonna leave me, then just do it. Don't take it slow, don't be gentle. No, I just gotta know, if you're gonna leave me, then just do it. Just do Don't need you here to say you're sorry, 'cause if you're gonna leave me, then just do it. Don't take it slow, don't be gentle. No, I just gotta know, if you're gonna leave me, then just do it.
Yesterday, I emptied both of the linen closets. Everything is still here in my bedroom. I had challenged myself to get at least half of the stuff categorized before I went to bed last night. I like to put like items together. It gives me a better view of everything I have instead of everything just bunched up together. Well, I started on it. I did a few, categorizing little groups together, and then I thought, okay, I don't want to do this. It started getting overwhelming. I thought, okay, Sherry, let's just empty out what is trash. Let's just put trash in a bag. And so I did that, and then I had to stop. I don't usually get overwhelmed by things like this, but it did something to me. And I think what happened is just that I'm looking at all this stuff and I'm thinking, okay, if I put price tags on everything, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money that I have bought this stuff, used it once maybe. Some of the stuff came from the thrift store, the stuff that came out of the larger closet. But nevertheless, it was still something I spent money on. And the toiletries, I have multiples of a lot of items because I didn't know what I had in linen closet because it was just so cluttered, so cluttered. So what do? I go out and buy more. So that's more money spent on items I already owned. And some of you may watch my other channel. You know I am an eBay reseller, so I'm in the thrift store quite often. And I like pretty things. I like looking at pretty things. I like seeing the item and thinking, oh my goodness, I could use this for a project that I'm getting ready to do. And the project, it could be put on the back burner for months, but I see this item and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, that would go perfect in that room. And yesterday, after it hit me that I was overwhelmed, I just stopped. I stopped. It was around 6 p.m. And for the next 3 hours, I did nothing but sit in my bed and peruse the internet and Pinterest and just write down the rooms I need to declutter and how I was going to get control over the clutter. And that's when it hit me. I named this channel The Curated Life. And the reason I named it that is because not to curate stuff where it looks perfect, but to curate it and to only have certain things in my life that I love. And that's when I realized I'm not curating anything. When you think about the curator of a museum, they can't accept everything into the museum or an art gallery or whatever else. They can't accept everything. So that means they have to say no to a lot of stuff, and they're only curating certain things. And I haven't been doing that. I've been taking in just whatever I think is pretty or that I may be using in a future project. And by doing that, I'm not really honing in on what I think is special. And I have to start looking at things from the perspective of being a curator of not only my home, but my life. And that I can't do everything, I can't accept everything, I can't say yes to everything, which is a problem for me, and I will admit it, because I am a very creative person, and I'm always thinking 2, 3, 4 projects ahead. Same thing with videos. I'm working on this video right now, and I have a book where I have so many video ideas that after a while it gets a little overwhelming. Instead of just concentrating on the video I'm making at this moment, I'm 3, 4, 10 videos ahead of myself. So I really have to take a good hard look from now on at what I'm bringing into my life. But I'm thinking that if I don't rein this in, my home is going to become a thrift store and not a museum. Now, when I say museum, I don't mean it looking like a museum where you can't touch anything and people can't come to your house. I'm talking about from the curated aspect. And, you know, if I have walls with no artwork, if I have rooms with no furniture, you know, if I have incomplete spaces, I would rather deal with that than bringing stuff into my home that I'm not going to use. And I have to remember from now on, when I see stuff at the thrift store, when I see stuff at the antique store, online, wherever I'm looking at stuff, there's nothing wrong with looking at the item and appreciating it and just leaving it on the shelf, thinking of it like a museum. You go to the museum, you appreciate all the beautiful artwork, but you leave it there. You leave it there. And I need to start doing that when it comes to buying stuff for my home. And I haven't been doing that. I haven't been doing that. Some of you may know my journey when I was dealing with my mother who had dementia. The thrift store was an escape for me, and I had so much in my home. And if you were been with me long enough, you know, on my other channel, I decluttered for almost a whole year on that channel. Now, what I do on that channel now has changed, and those videos, I don't have them up anymore. But I really didn't get a grasp of the stuff I was bringing in. And with me starting back reselling last year, I have brought more stuff back into my home, and I said I wasn't going to. I said I wasn't going to. And I do. I think about not only the money that this clutter has cost me or the time, but my peace of mind. Because I look at this stuff and it's a burden. It's a burden because I've paid money for it and I'm not using it. I'm not using it. So from now on, I really have to be more assertive with myself and just walk away from things. And as I mentioned, when I do projects in my home, I'm 3 or 4 projects ahead of myself. And by doing that, I never get one project finished. I have like a part 1, a part 2, which sometimes that happens, but I do bounce around. I bounce around from project to project because I get excited. I get excited about a new project. And I really need to try to finish one before I start another. I'm not going to say that's going to happen, but I guess really I just don't need to buy things for a project until I get ready to do that project. And I tend to do that, as you know, my room shows. So we are going to get this decluttered today. We're going to get everything categorized. I'm going to get some of this stuff donated or given away to family members. And I am only going to keep things that I know right now that I am going to use. Some of the stuff I may be able to resell on eBay. I don't think a lot of it is, because it's really not things people are looking for. And it may not be worth my time and effort to list them on eBay. But I really need to get this under control. And I would rather have an empty closet than stuff in it that I haven't even used. Yeah, it's really costing me my peace of mind. And I also think about it this way. If I keep doing this all the time, by the time I get to be an old woman and I pass away, I'm leaving all this stuff for my kids to go through, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to put that burden on them. I really don't. What I leave behind for them, I want them to be things that I loved and cherished. And if they're able to sell it and get money for it, hey, you know, all the better. But I don't want my sons to have to go through all this stuff, because my sons don't care for all this stuff. They don't care for it at all. And I know it even aggravates my sons whenever I ask them, hey, can you help me, you know, declutter this room, or can you take this stuff over to the thrift store and donate, or and I hate asking them. I hate asking them because I'm putting that burden on them now to help me clean up my mess. And I don't want that. I don't want that. And I don't want to leave it for them later on to have to deal with. So, you know, clutter costs you a lot, not just money. The money doesn't bother me as much as my peace of mind. And when you have so much stuff in your home, the more you have to clean, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to spend my time cleaning all the time. Yeah, I'm going to make peace with having a room with nothing in it, and just being content. And I'm a very contentful person, if that's a word. I'm very content with my life. I love my life. I love my family. I love my home. I have a fantastic husband. But this right here, I have been dealing with for years. Because a lot of times all I'm doing, even when I say I'm decluttering, I'm moving stuff from one room to the other. I'm not decluttering. I'm just moving it around. I'm just moving it around. And I know I have to practice when I go into the thrift stores to find stuff to resell, that's all I'm doing. And I made a promise to myself last year, that's all I was going to do. This is business. You're looking for stuff to resell. You're not looking stuff for yourself. And I have got to get better at that. I have got to get better at that, because I am wasting so much time decluttering when I could actually be working on projects in my home, like painting, ripping out carpet, just doing things like that. But what am I doing? I'm decluttering my home. And I'm the one that did all this. I'm the one that did it to myself. But we're going to put on our big girl pants, and we are going to give ourselves some grace. And hopefully with me bearing my soul to you, it's helped someone. You're not alone. You're not alone. It's easy to accumulate the stuff. It really is. And until you really get down to the point where you're sick of it, I don't think it's going to end. It's not going to stop, because there's always going to be pretty stuff in the thrift store. There's always going to be pretty stuff online. You're going to watch YouTube videos and see people have pretty stuff in their home and you want it. And I think you have to get a grasp on, this is hurting you. This is toxic. And it is toxic. It is. And I didn't intend for this video to be this way, because usually the videos on my channel are not like this. I don't sit down and just bare my soul. I want you to come to my channel and I want it to be motivating. I want you to leave feeling motivated and just relaxed also, because I do try to make these videos very relaxing. But I like to show everyday things. Because my life isn't full of me going on trips or vacations or buying expensive stuff. It's just me doing everyday things, which our life is made up of, just doing everyday things every day. And I love it. I love my boring life. This is something that has slapped me in the face, and it happened last night. And I'm glad it did. I am glad it did. And I'm ready to change it. I am ready for a change.
Wanna be free of this heart, yeah. Wanna feel your arms around me. I need you more, need you here, more than I would like to admit. Let's forget about tomorrow, yeah. Should I hide away forever? Should I close my eyes and never again hold you tight, call you mine, think about you every time? I remember that it's over, yeah. You never break, you never lie, you never ever scared of the dark. So why am I the one who cries? I'm so afraid to be left behind. Think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop, yeah, yeah. You never lose an argument, so I've been trying hard to pretend that I'm okay. It's just a phase, and everything is going just great. I think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop, yeah, yeah. I always knew that this would happen. Yeah. You would find a new distraction. I need you more, need you here, more than I would like to admit. Can we let go of tomorrow? Yeah. You never break, you never lie, you never ever scared of the dark. So why am I the one who cries? I'm so afraid to be left behind. I think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop, yeah, yeah. You never lose an argument, so I've been trying hard to pretend that I'm okay. It's just a phase, and everything is going just great. I think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop, yeah, yeah. It's almost like I can't stop. Yeah, yeah.
Sifting through all of my linens was almost overwhelming, but I tried looking at each item as a weight that was holding me down. And each time I was able to let go of an item, I felt lighter and more free of the hold these things had on me.
center of attention. I'm not one of those. No.
I will be keeping all of my organizational items in case I need them for other decluttering projects I have to tackle in my home, and I don't want to donate them only to realize I need more and then to have to spend even more money.
People pleasing. Sometimes they don't see what defines me, but I don't need them honestly, 'cause I got you. Everybody else makes me feel small and done and lost, but you're not like everybody else at all. You're the only one who makes me talk and walk so tall, 'cause you're not like everybody else at all. You're everything everyone else is not.
During Vlogmas last year, I had intended on having some pillow covers made from this beautiful green velvet fabric, so I could do a giveaway on this channel. I even purchased the feather pillows to go along with them, but due to being unorganized, it never happened. So this year, I am going to make this a priority to get completed within the next few months so I can have them ready for Vlogmas this year.
Stressing anybody, that's just how I roll. Some people might say I am afraid, but I just do things my own way. I don't know why, 'cause I don't like people pleasing. And sometimes they don't see what defines me, but I don't need them honestly, 'cause I got you. Everybody else makes me feel small and done and lost, but you're not like everybody else at all. You're the only. Baby, I'm not mad at all. We both tried and tasted fall. Can't hold our love against the wall. No. Every inch of me is hurting and I just wanna leave it all behind. Yeah, I'm breaking up with you tonight. Yeah, you know it's hard to say. Yeah, you know we're not okay. I can see it in your face. We became a lonely place. Goodbye, so long, my dear love. Love is forgotten.
When I tell you how much lighter I feel and how much I love seeing an organized linen closet and seeing the closet in my bedroom completely empty, it feels like a huge burden has been lifted off of me. This makes me so eager to purge the rest of my home and to get it organized.